Okay, has anyone ever been in this situation? Your ball has rolled through the green, through the collar, and now you're up against the rough. I'd like to speak to you today about a couple things that you can do when this happens. Here at Brookside, it happens to you quite often because of the speed of our greens and the length of the rough around the greens. So, first option, one way to play this shot is by using your putter. Once you're near the putting surface, that's probably the most comfortable club for you to use. Okay, there are several other choices, but let's talk about that a minute. I can use my putter provided the grass is not too long or I don't feel too restricted in my backstroke. Okay, but when it gets very thick, you may have to try other options, because in this situation you're going to hit the ball, you're going to end up hitting sort of the top half of the ball, or you'll end up hitting above the equator of the ball and catch the top of the ball, creating topspin, a little bit of hop off the putter, and added roll as you hit the putt. So, one option, use your putter. I would recommend use your putter whenever you can, okay? But if not, another simple way to do this, and it's one that's really easier than it looks. You can take your wedge, and what you can do is you can blade the golf ball, if you will, sort of on the equator, right in the middle of the ball with the leading edge of the sand wedge. Now, your motion for this will be very, very similar to a putt, okay? You might even elect to use your putting grip, and as you do, what this allows you to do is keep the club above the long grass, okay, and catch the top half of the golf ball, thus creating topspin and roll out toward the intended target. Okay, so remember, if you have to do that, use the leading edge. It's a firm wristed stroke, a lot like a putt. Aim the leading edge right at the equator of the ball. It'll create topspin. You'll find this is a much easier shot than it appears on camera. If it's something that you practice at your home facilities or around our surfaces here at Brookside, it's a way that you will end up being able to get out of this sort of trouble spot the best you can. One other possible way you can do it is you can do almost the same thing with a rescue club or a hybrid type club. Now, since that club is longer than your sand wedge and your putting and your putter, you should probably choke down, grip down a great deal on that. And again, you're going to hold the hybrid above the top of the grass. Again, catching the top half of the golf ball. It'll be a pretty firm wristed shot, so you'll hold it right above the grass, catching the top half of the ball, creating topspin and roll. Again, another great way to do it, and if you practice it, you'll find it's not as difficult as it appears, and it'll be a great way to save some strokes around the green.